Welcome into This Is the Place High School. Dusty Litster, Jeff Hansen with you. Quarterfinals. Winner moves on to Rice-Eccles Stadium. Our matchup tonight, the Davis Darts coming down to take on the Lehi Pioneers.
I don't want to start the broadcast by throwing any shade at anybody, but This Is the Place Stadium is a way cooler name than Rice-Eccles Stadium.
Right?
I mean, that is the perfect. The Lehi Pioneers, This Is the Place. That's awesome. They have This Is the Place signs all lined up on the opposing sideline. I'd be a little freaked out if I was Davis. That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. Davis defends the tradition, and the Pioneers are, well, this is the place. This is where you got to be.
That's the original tradition right here. This is the place.
Gavin Fenn sent to kick it away for the Lehi Pioneers. Come in tonight 9-2 on the year, 3-2 in region play. Davis 10-1 on the season. Their only loss to the Lehi Pioneers back in week 1. And we are underway in the quarterfinals. Winner moving on to Rice-Eccles Stadium. And we'll start first with getting a chance to watch this Davis offense led by a terrific sophomore quarterback.
Bessinger has been absolutely phenomenal for Davis all season long. Now, the difference between the Bessinger that's playing tonight and the Bessinger that Lehi saw in week 1, we had no idea who he was in week 1. Now he's got more than 2,600 yards passing on the year at a 70% clip and all that confidence that comes with that.
You got two terrific wide receivers in Bodie Sparrow and Cash Gates. 3 yards difference on the season. Going to throw on first down to the flat. Make a move across the 20-yard line.
Have their hands full all night long with Bodie Sparrow and Cash Gates. Both of them are electric wide receivers, and Bessinger finds both of them about the same. You mentioned 3 yards separating them, just 2 catches separating them. It's really 1A and 1B for this Davis offense.
And I can trust the stats because I know the man that does them, Curtis Pettengill, always right on the money.
Right on the money.
Bodie Sparrow near side, Gates in the slot. Gates not on the field on this play. Oh, it's quarterback zone read. Not much there, maybe a yard on first down.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think that's where Gates was, yeah.
Well, you know I tend to just say Gates everywhere.
Everybody's Taimani Brown today, folks. It doesn't matter if he plays for West. When in doubt, it's Taimani Brown who made the play.
I'm so bugged. If West made it to the semis, I have the Taimani Brown Senior Day sweater. Mama Brown sent me his Senior Day sweater.
Well, I mean,
it is a piece of art.
You have earned that sweater this year. Every touchdown West scored, Taimani Brown got the credit for it.
He did, even in the Brighton game. Bessinger slings it out to Cash Gates. Gates 1 yard shy of the first down marker. Oh, they're going to give it. That guy's giving it to him.
They did. Wow.
So move the sticks.
So far, I think we know Davis's offensive game plan. It's figure out a way to get the ball to Cash Gates, and it makes sense. He's one of the most electric playmakers in the state that nobody talks about up there in Kaysville.
Bessinger throws to the wheel route. Talbot with the reception. A 9-yard gain on first down. It'll be 2nd and 1 at the 46-yard line of the Pioneers.
This offense is so much of Bessinger, Gates, Sparrow, but Talbot at the running back position, their leading rusher. He's a huge piece of this offense.
Scott Peary, the head coach of the Davis Darts, in his 2nd season at Davis High School.
He's done great things in just 2 years at Davis.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's a draw and hit right at the sticks. I'll say if it's anything like the catch and run from Gates, that's going to be a first down.
I mean, Dusty, you know my feelings about the brown color from Davis. They seem to play better when they leave the brown at home. We've seen them in black. They look great. Here they are in white and golds. Playing great so far.
Yeah, so here we go, 3rd and inches, and I imagine 2 down territory.
Absolutely.
Bodie Sparrow near side. Gates at the top of the screen. Talbot in the backfield. Gonna run. Nothing doing. Brighton Pierce, rather. It was not Talbot. It was Pierce. He loses a yard. as Lehi knifed in the backfield. There was no shot.
Fuapauna Mama got into the backfield so fast. What a stand by that big Lehi defensive front. That's been the strength of this Lehi team this season. When you think of Lehi, you generally think offense. This defense, and particularly the defensive line, has played exceptional football, especially down the stretch.
They are going for it. Pulled all the receivers off. They're going I formation. Going to run to the right. Talbot dives toward the line. He didn't get it. The Pioneers come up with a stop on 3rd and inches. Make him lose half a yard. Hold him 2 yard on 4th and 1. And they take over.
That's a momentum shift right there. I mean, Davis had momentum. You could tell they were feeling confident. What a stand by the Lehi defensive front. And now this high-powered offense and Jetnew come out onto the field. I think they've got to try to capitalize on this momentum quickly. This is absolutely a big play offense and a big play opportunity here.
So out comes Ed Larson's Lehi Pioneers. It'll be a fake to Devon Eka. Jetnew up the sideline. Grayson Brousseau, the future Aggie, with a gain of 11 on 1st down. Inside of Davis territory already at the 43.
Grayson Brousseau, maybe the most unheralded kid in the state of Utah, who's had an exceptional season all year long. From the tight end spot, north of 400 receiving yards, 36 catches. He's a special talent.
Grayson Brousseau, the younger brother of Jackson Brousseau, the 2-time state championship quarterback, and the reigning Mr. Rewind. Give the Devon Eka right up the gut. And Devon has 9 yards on 1st down. I'll make it 2nd down and 1.
The biggest difference between Davis's defense right now and Davis's defense in week 1, there's no Ami Moala there in the middle. That defensive front's going to be challenged by a really, really good Lehi offensive line led by Jensen Somerville going to UCLA. That whole line is good, and they're really going to challenge this Davis defensive front.
I'm sure Jackson's watching this the night. Well, I guess they play tonight. Never mind. He's up in Laramie tonight. There is no internet in Laramie. Because they hand off up the middle. And a 1st down for Jace John.
I long for anybody who has to go to Laramie on any Friday night. A Friday night in Laramie is not anybody's good idea of a good time.
Well, let's be honest. Any day in Laramie is not anybody's idea of a good time.
Nobody. Especially a November day. Brutal. So go Rams is what we're saying.
That's exactly what we're saying. Hopefully Jackson sees the field tonight. Put a man in motion. Gonna fire. Oh, Jetnew. Ball was sharp out of his hand, intended for Tyson Greenwood. 2nd down and 10.
If Jackson doesn't see the field tonight, another former Lehi Pioneer certainly will. Dallin Holker up there at Colorado State. I think, if I'm not mistaken, they're leading receivers on the year. Lehi to Colorado State. Apparently it's a pipeline.
The incredible Holker.
Yeah, and he is incredible.
A former...
And now he's got the hair.
He has the hair. The former Offensive Player of the Year on Rewind. Dallin Holker. Going to throw. Pressure comes. Rolls to his left. Fire out of the flat. Catch made by John. He dives inside the 25-yard line.
Really good open field tackle. I think that was Crew Cunningham, number 5. There was a lot of green ahead of John if he doesn't make that tackle. So big play by Cunningham to set up now a 3rd and call it 8 yards. Big stop for Davis.
So they're saying Kolose Latu is number 1, not Jace John. So Kolose Latu, he had the carry and then the reception. 3rd down and long for the Pioneers. New looking left, pressure coming, and down he goes. Knock him out of field goal range as well. See what Coach Larson decides to do. It would be a 52-yard field goal. But a big play, Jordan Taula with the sack.
Jordan Taula, in the absence of Ami Moala, Jordan Taula takes over as maybe the biggest playmaker on this Davis defense. And you saw him right there. He got into the backfield quickly, and he gave Jetnew no chance.
How about
this is a crazy long field goal.
Gavin Fenn lining up on a 53-yard field goal. Wearing Holker's former number. Gets a good foot into it. Got plenty of leg. And it's good from 53 yards out.
Wow. What a kick. Far be it for us to sit here and get excited about a field goal, Dusty, but that had room to spare. That could have gone for 58.
He absolutely boomed it. So a 5:45 left in the opening quarter. Lehi gets the stop. They get the points and lead 3-0 on Davis.
My goodness, I am in awe over that field goal. I mean, that's an impressive field goal at the college ranks. Yep. That's an NFL field goal. 53 yards. And Ed Larson, he didn't hesitate.
He did.
He knew his kicker had that in him.
Yeah. Like Bob De Niro said in Heat, I will not hesitate.
That is what he said. That is.
One of the great scenes of all time, the diner scene with Al Pacino. That comes down between you and some woman. I won't say the rest of the line.
Yeah.
I would not hesitate.
I wondered how far we'd go with the line there.
That's why I said that's where it was. You all can go watch it yourselves.
Dusty, how do you feel? You're here at Lehi. Was this tough for you? Did you have to see a therapist before you pulled into the parking lot?
I'm not going to lie. A lot of memories have been running through my head since I got here. Catch at the 5. And the reverse on your side. Hell, just got out to the 25-yard line for just a moment. Tell you what, you learned about leverage there. Nice job on the outside by Murphy Madsen, the youngest son of Eric Madsen, named after Dale Murphy. But Jeff brings that up because last time I was here for a football game was October 19th, 2001. It was a win, and you're in Carbon versus reigning 3A champion Lehi, and we lost in one of the weirdest scores of all time, 18-15.
That is a weird score. It's a weird game, and now it brings up a whole bunch of weird, painful memories for you. But you pushed through today, and you're here.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
PTSD, thank you.
I am proud of you.
They had to tear down that old school and build a new one. That really helped. As they fire the catch and run there from Tyson Baggett. Oh, he actually got the first down. He was able to keep his feet. And it is a first down for Davis.
Yeah, second effort there. He just lunged, Baggett did, right there at the end, was able to pick up another couple, maybe 2 yards on the Superman sword to the first down sticks.
2x2, going to fire the slant to Bodie Sparrow, his first target and catch to the 43-yard line.
We've seen Davis get Cash Gates involved. Bodie Sparrow's the other half of that equation. I learned somewhere in algebra that if you do it to one side of the equation, you're supposed to do something to the other. I never figured it out, but in football, I know Cash Gates and Bodie Sparrow need to get going for Davis.
I remember sitting at BYU in Math 1010, which is one of the most nerve-wracking classes in the history of math. I was like, well, if you do it to one side, you got to do it to the other. I'm like, well, do what?
Yeah, I mean,
they just kept saying that over and over again.
You learned it in Math 1010. I remember 7th grade algebra, and it was too much for me then.
I don't want to but Bessinger dives across the 40-yard line to the 42. There's a reason I went into sales. I can do commissions really fast in my head.
Yeah.
Give me any percentage and a number, and I can make commission to be this.
See, the downside to my career, I went into banking, and I never did figure out the math part. Maybe that's why the banking system is what it is. I don't know.
3rd down and 2. Looking for Sparrow tied up with the corner, and no flags. Lots of hands. Remember, you can be touching until the ball's in the air. So they're going to say good coverage there by Boston Fabrizio.
Hey, man, if you get away with it, it's great coverage. And Fabrizio was in the grill of Bodie Sparrow. He almost pulled it in one-handed.
Yeah, he did.
But no flag, so that means great coverage for Fabrizio.
We're got a lot of special teams to start this one.
Yeah, we need to catch a breath here. This is going fast.
Kinsey, is there another feed we can watch? We got a punt coming on.
We got to do something.
Bessinger is back to punt. And they're going to take a delay of game penalty.
That's kind of a curious decision.
Yeah. Well, actually, no. Davis takes a timeout. So timeout Davis. We're going to take it as well. 4:17 left in the first quarter. You're watching the 6A quarterfinals on KSLSports.com. So a good punt from Sparrow. Oh, and it's muffed, and it's picked up by Davis at the 42-yard line.
Bessinger is also the punter and the quarterback. That's the biggest pass play he's had so far tonight. Wow. Muffed punt, just a big mistake by Lehi, and Davis right there on coverage to swoop up the fumble. And now they're driving. It's 1st and 10 from Lehi's 36-yard line.
Can Davis take advantage of the Lehi mistake? They go 3-by-1.
In week 1, There were Lehi mistakes, and Davis could not take advantage.
Yeah, very true. Bessinger steps up. Gates, nice job of settling in, slips a tackle. Cash Gates knocked out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Good job by Gates. You notice he almost went scramble drill, and you could tell Bessinger was going to throw it, and he held up.
And Cash Gates broke the tackle. That's going to be the highlight play. But how about the field awareness from Bessinger to know where the line of scrimmage was and make sure he was behind the line of scrimmage and to find Gates?
You can go 2 by 2. Fake the screen, throw up the sideline. The catch is made for the first down at the 10-yard line. And on the reception was Logan Sunloff, the senior.
This feels like the appropriate time, Dusty, to remind the world that Bessinger, just a sophomore.
He a sophomore, Sparrow a freshman.
It's going to be a good combo for a while.
Oh, they're looking fade. Going to fire to Sparrow. He can't slip the tackle of Fabrizio. It'll be second down and goal from the 2.
Now, if the opening drive for Davis is any indication, this is where Lehi's defensive strength is going to be. Here you are. It's second and goal from the 2. Remember, they could not pick up the first down, and a 3rd and 1 and then a 4th and 1. This 2 yards, this is no gimme against this Lehi defensive front.
If you're that corner, Fabrizio, you had to know that ball's coming to you, and they motioned away from the 3-by-1.
Yeah.
Cash Gates now isolated at the top of the screen. Bessinger to the flat, picked off. Oh no, in out of the hands. Murphy Madsen had it.
Whoa, he pulls that ball in, and he may have gone for 6. There was a whole lot of green. Not a bad read from Bessinger. The receiver was open for a minute, but just a phenomenal play by number 18 from the safety spot.
They said it was another Latu.
There's Latus all over the place.
Man.
What a play. And here we are. We saw this in the opening drive, 3rd and short.
Yep.
And Lehi came up with 2 stops. How does Davis fare here?
I think they got to throw the football.
They have to.
Bessinger, pump it, go to the corner. Gates is there, makes the catch. Touchdown. Davis Darts.
Really pretty route by Cash Gates. Looked like he was going to come in with the slant. Then he goes out towards the pylon. Beautiful throw by Bessinger. Nobody else had a chance. That well-designed play and exceptionally well-executed play.
We talk about Hila Makasunga, and very well so. How about Bessinger, man?
Holy cow. I mean, we have to come clean, right, Dusty? We didn't know much about Bessinger until just a few weeks ago, but, man, he's been so impressive.
So good. The point after is good. 2:47 left in the first quarter. Davis takes a 7-3 lead on taking advantage of a turnover. You're watching the quarterfinals on KSLSports.com. So welcome back in, Dusty Litster and Jeff Hansen, as always. KSL Sports Rewind brought to you by Heidemann and Associates. Go to utah.law, find the law office nearest you, get a free consultation, a flat rate law firm. That includes any of your legal work. If you need to get a will and trust done, I keep saying that out loud because I got to get it done. I got a big trip coming up soon that some people are nervous about us.
Me? I'm one of them. I'm nervous.
I'm just excited.
I can't lose Papa Dusty.
You go to utah.law. That ball will go into the end zone. And how about it? Davis takes a 7-3 lead. Jet New in the offense has only been on the field once. A 53-yard field goal. But now just a little bit of pressure here for Jet.
A little bit of pressure for Lehi. We saw Davis. They had that opening drive, and then Lehi stood up, and then they went down and they scored. They responded really well. Now, how does Jet New respond? Really, his first full field drive, they picked up, they got the turnover on downs, had a short field. Jet New's a special quarterback in his own right, just a junior. How does he respond? Can he get settled in? And how do they get Devon Eka going in this game?
First and 10. Go to Devon Eka. Goes off of the tail of Jackson Somerville. It's a gain of 6. Lost the ball, but he was already down. So gain of 6 on first down. It'll be second down and 4.
Devon Eka, nearly 1,000 yards on the ground this season. He's at 980. He's going to go up over the 1,000-yard mark in this game. Really, really talented running back. He runs so hard. Maybe the hardest runner that I've seen in the state this year.
And the tagline? He's a sophomore.
He's a lot of young talent in this game on both sidelines.
The 2026 class, man, it is loaded.
Yeah.
New looking near side. It's a long throw. Got it to his man. Tyson Greenwood slips a tackle. Greenwood across midfield. Greenwood inside the 45 to the 43. Big catch and run from Tyson Greenwood.
Big time run after catch by Greenwood. Breaking tackles, physical all the way downfield. This Lehi offense, they are who they are. I mean, every single year, they are a big play offense. If you don't tackle well and do the fundamentals, this offense will kill you.
That was a long throw from Jet New,
yeah.
Man. New feeling pressure on first down, and he goes down. Tala again, his second sack of the night, knocks Lehi back into their own territory. Jet didn't have a shot.
He did not have a chance. And the Tala versus Jensen Somerville, that's going to be a matchup to watch all night long. On that move, Tala with the quick step to get inside. Somerville didn't have a chance. That battle, we're going to see a lot more of that one-on-one throughout the game tonight.
So second down and 16. And they're going to run. It's Latu near side. Tries to bounce it. Puts his shoulder down. He didn't even go out of bounds. Put him inside the 45-yard line, probably at the 44. We'll make it 3rd and 11.
You know, we've got the window in front of us open, Dusty, and I think Latu might have heard me say that Eka was the most physical runner in the state, because that was a statement kind of run right there.
I'll show you, Jeff Fenton.
That's what he was thinking. I'm sure of it. Everybody's out to prove Jeff wrong. I've learned that.
Hey, my thing is, if it makes you better, by all means. 3rd and 11. If he looks at me and says, and you just made it personal. 3rd and 12. Jet, fire up the wheel. He's got his man. Grayson Brousseau inside the 25. My other little brother, Grayson Brousseau.
For most offenses, 3rd and 12 kind of feels almost impossible. For this Lehi offense, I don't even think they blink. 3rd and 12, okay. We got a myriad of receivers. We got the spread offense, and we got a quarterback who can sling it. They're not worried about 3rd and 12.
So 1st and 10. Jet going to run the draw. This is Devon Eka. And Eka dropped by Cash Gates. Devon has 6 on first down to the 18-yard line.
And you see Cash Gates playing on the defensive side of the ball. He just scored the touchdown for Davis. That's really the difference in my eyes between Lehi and Davis. Is Davis's best players, they're going both ways, right? I mean, Cash Gates has to play seemingly every play. Can he keep up that full pace against this Lehi offense all game long, going both ways?
And that will do it for the first quarter. And at the end of one, it is Davis leading 7-3 over Lehi. The winner moves on to Rice-Eccles Stadium. We'll be back with the second quarter after this. You're watching KSLSports.com, your home for online championship games. Start of the second quarter, Dusty Litzter, Jeff Hansen with you. We want to thank Centricom. Centricom offers fiber internet service in Lehi City with speeds up to 10 gig. You can enjoy the best of the web. Learn more at centricom.com/fiber or select Centricom as your experienced internet provider or Lehi Fiber. Going to go screen. Got it to Devon Eka. Eka up the sideline. Eka into the end zone. Touchdown. Devon Eka.
Man, you get Eka with a full head of steam. There is no stopping him. Davis, defensive lineman, he read the play well. He saw the screen coming. He just couldn't make the play. And then Eka, he did the rest from there, man. What a special, special player he is when he gets the ball in his hands.
There was a moment I thought that ball might get picked.
Yeah,
when it first
close.
left Jet's hand.
Oh, Eka's just explosive. He is fun to watch.
So on comes Finn, who made the 53-yard field goal. By the way, Rick Heaton let me know, the Lehi super dad let me know he hit a 55-yarder last week. As he adds the extra point, it's 10-7 Lehi with 11:52 left in the half.
I can't even run 55 yards. He's kicking 55 yards. I can't run 55 yards.
At the end of week 1, you saw what happens when I run 40 yards.
Yeah, and we felt it still in week 4.
I also want to thank Odeon Menswear, the artist formerly known as Modern Missionary. Go to Odeon Menswear at all your former Modern Missionary locations. We want to thank Braden Day for his support of everything we do on Rewind.
And right now, buy one suit, get your second suit half off.
Oh. Braden's such a good guy.
He's such a good guy.
I would say he'd be in your store, but I don't know. Maybe if you're in Provo.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He has committed, and this is tough. This is a big commitment that he's made. He has said that he thinks Odeon Menswear can make me look good.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Nobody else has been able to do that yet, but Odeon thinks they can.
Should I think anything he hasn't said that would make me look good?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I got to tell you.
He's not God. I don't know if he can do that.
I'll tell you, the dress shirts, though. I can't remember the name of the dress shirt.
They untuck it.
No, not that one. It's not the end collar, which they do have end collar. But he gave me another one. Oh, it is the most comfortable dress shirt I have ever owned. It is my favorite, and I mean that because I wear button downs a lot.
Yeah,
it is my favorite button down by far.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. So bring it out, button downs and short sleeve hoodies. That's my bag.
I mean, I've heard you say you wear button downs. I've only ever seen short sleeve hoodies. Like The Rock.
Love them. So bring it out to the 20-yard line. That is where Bessinger and this Dart offense will come back to the field. They've owned the time of possession. I did find Curtis Pettengill across the way. He brought his table and everything. He and his dear sweet wife. I love that woman. They're set up, doing stats on the far stands. And now we're going to have the defensive false start.
Another week of high school football, and another reminder that is the dumbest penalty in all of high school sports.
Penny Samani Taki. Yeah, no free plays in high school football.
Penny Samani Taki. Yes, that Taki.
Yeah.
A nephew. Boy, he's good. He's got a bright future ahead of him.
1st and 5, going to go to the ground with Talbot in the running game, just being absolutely stymied by the front of the Purple Eaters from Lehi.
Purple Eaters is a good call. There's a lot of purple on the field. They look good.
Yeah. Looks great. There's more purple here than what the Purple Eaters back in the day for the Minnesota Vikings were.
And there's more purple here than there is at the Delta Center, even though purple is back.
Until they go to that mid-season tournament.
Ooh, yeah, that purple court's going to be bad.
Oh, it's an eyesore. 2nd down and 4. Bessinger roll. Still looking. Now finally takes off. Hit from behind by Taki. And they're going to see a couple of yards. Say he went out of bounds at the 27-yard line. I thought he was a little further along, but we're not that close. So 3rd down and 3.
Another really impressive play there. It's not going to go. It's nothing great in the box score, but just the field awareness of Trayden Bessinger to know where that defender was, to feel that pressure, to move up, and then run when he didn't have anything. He couldn't have waited another second.
Trips near side, Gates to the top. Oh, that ball got to Gates. Pardon me, it was Sparrow at the top. Gates with the catch. A flag in the backfield. This could be roughing the passer, but it won't matter. It is a 1st down for the Darts.
They're going to, I would imagine, tack 15 more on here.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Gets to the head. Number 7.
So that penalty going to be charged to Carson Wren. And it'll be 15 yards on top of that catch. Now you got to remember the White Hat's job. He has one job. He has the quarterback till he goes out of bounds. Not even 2 out of bounds, but through out of bounds.
Yeah.
That's why you always see them throw it.
No, he did his job there. Hit to the head. I appreciate them clarifying that was why it was a roughing call.
Bag it in motion. Pressure comes. Bessinger not going to get away from it completely. Nearly back to the line of scrimmage. The sack is going to be Alema Tamala with the sack. I mean, you give him the sack, it's a loss.
That was a gross play. I mean, it was just kind of broken from the beginning. Yeah. That was gross. That was some gross football.
A play they'd like back.
Yeah. I think that's probably what the coaches are going to say. Coach Peary's going to see that in the film room and just go, gross. That was yucky.
Now, the dream that we all had as kids, running a snap on the logo. 2nd down and 11. Back in motion. Play action, set up a screen. You had to get over the top of defenders, could not find the intended receiver, Josh Barker, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Right play call for Davis. They sensed the pressure coming, had the screen called, just could not execute it. Taki got into the backfield so quickly.
So 3rd down, 11. It'll be Gates near side, Sparrow to the top. Bag it in the slot near side. Bessinger, pump it, throw it, nobody home, and intercepted. Isaiah Allen with the pick and now the return. Inside of our territory, escorted out of bounds. There is a flag behind. We might have a blocking penalty on Lehi at the 45-yard line. But he pumped it, and nobody went on the pump. And it was an easy pick there for Isaiah Allen.
Really impressive athleticism by Allen to not go. He defended the pump fake, and then he still found his way to get back to the ball. He was the only one there. The catch was easy, but to be in the position to make that catch, that was an athletic football play.
Well, how about not falling for it and then stacking the route, right? Yeah. They talk about it, stacking it. He stayed on top of it.
And that was good, and we've got to sort out the flag here. I would imagine blocking the back. They got to figure out where exactly that happened.
Holding number 18. That penalty is declined. Illegal block in the back, number 1. That penalty is accepted. First down.
So Latu picks up, well, either way, it was a Latu with the penalty.
It was a Latu with the penalty.
So put him at the 24-yard line after the 15-yard penalty.
I mean, so that's a 5-yard penalty in the books, Dusty, but, I mean, you look at the hidden yardage there. It's a pretty big penalty.
It is.
I mean, this is the Lehi offense, though they have the ability to pick up that 40 yards in the blink of an eye.
So 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line. We're jetting you and the offense come back on. Looked great in their last drive. Devon Eka got going on the ground. Grayson Brousseau on a 3rd and 12 had a big conversion. And on 1st and 10, Jet New fires. And that ball may have gotten deflected and intercepted. A double-tip play goes off the hands of Justice Cooper. And it's the turnover. Back-to-back plays, and Davis has the ball at the Lehi 43.
George Dracos with the pick. All-time name and a heck of a football play right there.
Hey, Jeff, if you can't get to the pass rush or the quarterback, what do?
You jump up. You just try to hit the ball. Jump.
How many years we heard that? Can't get to the quarterback, just get your hands up.
Well, we just talked about it, Dusty, the hidden yardage of that penalty. Well, that with the quick turnover on the other side, boy, sets Davis up with a short field.
Well, Davis scored on the muff punt. Can they respond again here? They go with the old cross play. Up the sideline is Talbot, down to the 21.
Well executed all around. The little misdirection there.
I loved that play when I was growing up. They called it a 24 cross. He didn't take the counter step, though. We'd go to the high counter and come back.
Yeah.
Man, I loved that play.
I'll tell you who the best I have ever seen run that play. Smash Williams. The East Dillon Panthers. The Dillon Panthers.
Dillon Panthers. Hey, don't give it away.
No, he wasn't at East. Yeah, my bad.
Gonna fire up the sideline. Got a man. Makes the catch. Was he in bounds? Officials confer. They say no. Sparrow went and got it. I just barely got introduced to the fact that they're doing the East boundaries.
I'm so sorry. I almost ruined that for
Dane
you.
already did it.
Well,
I didn't know they were going to be the Panthers, though.
You are 15 years late.
I know. I wasn't mad. Dane still apologized later.
Well, I won't apologize for spoilers after 15 years.
Hey, I won't tell you what happens in The Godfather.
Thank you.
That's been 50 years.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
You should watch it.
I'm pretty sure I'm good. I know what's going to happen.
Don't say you're good.
No. I've seen it.
Okay.
I know what happens.
Okay. Play action. Bessinger. Taki applying pressure, throws it out of bounds. And it'll be 3rd down and 10.
Now, Taki looking a lot like his uncle Shoni Taki. He is in the backfield on seemingly every single play. And what's the tagline tonight, Dusty?
He's a sophomore.
He's just a sophomore.
Hey, and by the way, it's Shoni.
Excuse me.
3rd down and 10.
Got to start correcting people on my last name. Hension.
3rd and 10. Bessinger, too tall, and it does get to the ground. It'll be 4th down. It would be a 38-yard field goal from here.
And Davis has a kicker as well. I mean, we've got 2 really, really good kickers in this game. So, again, no hesitation from Coach Peary this time to call out the field goal unit.
Logan Sunloff. Well, probably 36. So it is Finn Garf. His brothers were very good basketball players and a former student body president at Davis. Good snap. Got some pressure on the kick. It's to the left. Yeah, no good. So Garf misses on it. Move the ball to the 20-yard line, and Lehi will take over.
Is it a coincidence? We've got a kicker for Davis named Finn Garf. We got a kicker for Lehi named Gavin Fenn. We got a Finn and a Fenn.
Finn and a Fenn.
Fen. I think there was a lawsuit about that once.
There was a very big lawsuit on Fen.
This is Fin. It's different. You don't lose weight or get heart disease.
Yeah, it's Finegrin. Why not? Whenever in word Fen, that's a diet that would scare me.
Yeah.
What diet? I'm on the Fen.
Yeah, that feels dicey.
Yeah. It's fun being on Fen. 9:05 left in the half. Jet New and the offense come back on. Eka in the backfield. That's Brousseau in motion. Go to Eka. Then Devon plows his way across the 25. Gets to shoving it back to the 28. It'll be 2nd and 2.
They only needed 7 guys to bring him down on that run, so...
He might be slight, but that dude's got some power.
He runs hard, man. I mean, it's all in his legs. The way that he just keeps driving and driving. It reminds me a little bit of a young Targi Lamson back at Timpview. He runs with that same kind of just physical lower body.
Targi Lamson. 2nd down and 2. Go back to Eck off the right side. Devon has the 1st down. Stiff arm across the 35. Hit from behind to the 39. Looking like Smash Williams on that one. And 1st and 10.
You saw right there. That was a perfect illustration. Aside from the physicality, his balance makes him a very special runner, that he can absorb contact and just keep his feet and keep going. It's not like he's just breaking a tackle and standing up. He's able to maintain balance through the run so that when he breaks that tackle, he's still in a position to run. It's really next-level stuff that Devon Eka has when he runs the ball.
2-by-2 formation for the Pioneers. Brousseau to the top of the screen in the slot. Play action. New looking near side, firing deep. Got a man a little too far, intended for Justice Cooper. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
I know that a lot of us were probably watching the deep ball there, but I'm watching this Jensen Somerville, Jordan Tala matchup. Somerville was a stone wall on that rep. Deep ball, that's what allowed Jet New the time to make that pass attempt. He didn't connect, but man, Jensen Somerville, that was a big-time rep from 66.
Yeah. Cooper, a name down in the lore. It's not the 3rd generation coming through, for heaven's sake. Gonna run Devon Eka near side. Eka gets 3, maybe 4 on 2nd down. Let me get 3rd down and 7.
Jordan Tala again. I mean, can you tell I'm watching those two? Jordan Tala, he was in a pass brush mode. He went upfield, and then the run went past him. He still played with enough energy and enough motor that he got back and made the play.
Well, he and Noah Fiso flip sides here on 3rd down. Can they keep 52 out of the backfield?
This has been Grayson Brousseau territory, 3rd and longs for Lehi.
Jet looking near side, fires to the speed out, catch made. Great anticipation. Isaiah Mama with a first down inside of Davis territory to the 43-yard line.
Pretty route by Mama.
Great. I mean, Jet threw that well before he came out of his break.
Yeah, that was throwing with A. That's what JT O'Sullivan would say. Throwing with A. You got to have A when you throw the ball. A lot of anticipation on that throw. A lot of trust in his receiver.
Greenwood to the top of the screen. As Mays Madsen, the state champion center fielder. Getting Mays on the reverse. Here comes Mays Madsen. Madsen inside the 30, inside the 25-yard line, looking like his brother Maddox. Just on prettier grass. 1st and 10.
Mays Madsen gets the ball, and he just explodes. There is not a better feeling in the world than when you get that reverse and you see all that green in front of you, and then you're running behind the 6'6", number 66, right. Jensen Somerville. Now you're feeling good if you're Mays Madsen.
Feeling good, like he should. And Madsen will stay in to the top of the screen. Jet gets it out to his safety valve, and Latu can't keep it. And it's incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Just kind of that play just kind of felt funky. Felt a little bit off from the snap. The pass protection was a little bit off. Davis was right there to make a big play. Just felt a little bit off from the get-go. One of those plays that if you're watching at home and you're a Davis fan, like, as soon as that ball is snapped, you're yelling interception. You feel like that's the turnover play.
6:22 left in the half. Inside of 10 seconds left on the play clock. Put Latu to the other side to help with protection. And he'll go Latu. And Kalesi on 2nd and 10 gets 4 to the 18.
It sets up a 3rd and manageable here. I mean, everything's a little bit manageable when you're in an Ed Larson offense, but 3rd and 5 really opens up the entire playbook.
That's Briggs Jensen listed as a quarterback. And the stack near side with Boston Fabrizio. You got Brousseau and Madsen at the top of the screen. Going to fire out to Mays. Makes the catch. Mays makes a move. Mays Madsen puts a shoulder down. He gets in. Touchdown. Mays Madsen.
Grayson Brousseau with the block to spring Madsen, and then he does the rest. He's breaking tackles. That's a physical run after catch as he marches his way into the end zone.
Mays is the leading receiver coming into this game. His 6th touchdown on the year. To my knowledge, this is his first year playing football.
Whoa.
Didn't play last year. I don't remember him on the field a year ago. He's going to end up being a 4-year starter on the baseball team, won a state championship as a freshman.
He's a heck of a baseball player.
He is so good.
Yeah.
Well, all the Madsen boys are really good. They didn't have a choice. The fact that Maddox was so good at football as he was the upset, because their brother Mick was a stud baseball player. Maddox is a good baseball player. Won a state championship here at Lehi his senior year with his brothers. He also got McGuire Madsen, as well as that point after is good. And we'll have a flag after the kick. I think you're going to have a 15-yarder on Davis. Hit the center.
Ooh. And he's down. I mean, just hitting the center, it's one of those just dumb penalties. That's one of those that's so easy to avoid. That doesn't happen by accident. That's just a dumb penalty.
That's a knuckleheaded play. Absolutely. So they're going to tend to the center. We'll be right back. 5:33 left in the half. It is a 10-point lead for Lehi. So coming off the field is Cash Hollingshead. Or probably not Cash Hollingshead. It is Dane Reichert. Yeah, you cannot hit the snapper.
No.
There's a reason why he's vulnerable, because he knows he can't be hit. And Reichert took him a minute. So this is a new tradition. Every time whoever scores a touchdown gets to ring the bell on the sideline.
I like the bell ring. I don't know how I feel about this. You're ringing the bell after the PA call. Feels like, I don't know. Maybe I don't want my sideline paying attention to the PA call. I like the bell.
You imagine to walk through the execution. Hey, you can score a touchdown. I want you to come over. I want you to listen up. When he says, you do.
Who's the coach that has to be the practice PA guy on a Wednesday?
Oh, it's definitely Ed. Ed. I love this onside kick. And Davis does get it. But I've always been bugged. There's a nice job there, McCoy Frazier. But whenever they get the 15-yard penalty on kickoffs, coaches just kick it through the back of the end zone.
Yeah.
What are you going to lose?
Yeah. I mean, you tried an onside kick. You didn't get it. And Davis is still at, the 36-yard line, 37-yard line?
Yeah. See if he can't steal another possession.
Right.
A big moment now for Davis.
Yeah, the Darts have to respond here. They've dominated time of possession. They played so well offensively, but big plays by the Lehi defense has been the difference.
Go on the ground to Talbot. Had a seam for a moment. That closed up quickly. On the stop for Lehi was number 54, Paul Latu.
There are Latus everywhere.
My gosh. Did Wayne Latu have more kids than we thought?
My goodness.
That soon after Come Follow Me came out and Brian Keel made the catch? Going to fire a little tall. Did he hang on? He did not. Incomplete pass. It'll be 3rd down and 7.
Well, this is exactly where the Davis offense does not want to be. In 3rd and long, you're really now, keep your eye on number 40, Taki. I mean, he could pin his ears back on this play.
No, I would look out for a full Pawnee Mama as well. 32-40, the defensive ends. Trips near side. Sparrow to the top. Bessinger feeling the pressure, steps up. He's not getting away, and Bessinger does get a couple of yards. They'll give him forward progress to the 41-yard line. It'll be 4th down and 5, and the punting unit going to come on for Coach Peary.
And the punting unit for Davis looks a lot like the offensive unit. Trayton Bessinger just takes a little deeper snap. Quarterback is also the punter.
If you haven't watched Peyton's Places yet this week, he had the episode about punting with Pat McAfee. That quarterbacks used to be the punters. Sammy Baugh was the best punter for a long time, like in the history of football.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it better than today's version of punting with punters.
Oh, no. Bessinger had this one up the side of his foot. It kicks up, and it's a negative net yardage. Oh, man, and a game that's been played really well and close. Jordan Towla wanted a flag on something.
Well, the
Davis fans saw something as well, but
the ref looked like he was going to throw a flag. As soon as that Davis player touches the ball, it's down. And it was a couple of steps that a Lehi player came in and hit him. He didn't take him to the ground, and that's probably why he got away with it. But he definitely hit him late, and I think that's what Davis is reacting to.
Man, this is Pioneer football. After the negative 2-yard punt at the 38-yard line. New. Pump it. Take off. Jet. Inside the 30. Jet New to the 25. Scoots out of bounds at about the 23. And it's a 1st down for Lehi.
Jet New, we've talked a lot about Trayton Bessinger, but Jet New's no slouch at the quarterback position either. Special athlete. You saw him there. Tuck the ball, find some green. He can do that. You think of him as a thrower because he plays at Lehi, but he's a pretty special athlete from the quarterback spot.
We run this controlled passing offense with Ed Larson, every coach I talked to, and it's like, hey, if you could build the staff, it'd be OC. I'm not joking. It was 9 out of 10. They all said Ed. Even Eric Kerr said Ed.
Yeah.
Latu on the carry. And Latu inside the 20-yard line. And a nice carry on first down. A gain of 4. 2nd down and 6.
Really patient run by Latu. He waited for blockers to kind of develop that play. Davis strung it out really well. That looked like it could go for at least no gain, maybe a tackle for loss. But the patience of Latu, just waiting for something to develop, and he picks up 4.
Oh, here comes Mace Madsen.
When Mace Madsen stands next to Jensen Somerville, it's a real David and Goliath thing.
Well, look at it next to Rousseau.
My goodness.
Not built like Maddox. Maddox got all the tree trunks. Looking near side. Jet can't offload it. He's got a wide open man. Make the catch at the 10. Put a shoulder down. Backing his way in. He thought he reached over the goal line. Near side official said no. Good idea there from Isaiah Mama. And if they had the pylon cam, they'd give it to him. But it'll be 1st and goal at the half-yard line.
I'm impressed he held on to the ball. He was turned backwards trying to reach his one hand across the goal line and then got hit. Must have those NFL combine-size hands to be able to hold on to the ball.
Did you hear Travis Kelce talk about that touchdown he had back in? He got his arm stuck.
Yeah.
His arms are stuck. He was like reaching. He was like, oh no. He was like screaming. Timeout, Lehi. As this has been impressive. Give us a second to give you an idea of what's coming up this next week. We've got 6 football games, 3 on Thursday, 3 on Friday, up at Rice-Eccles Stadium. That means we're doing something new, Jeff. We don't stop with the creativity. We do Red Zone every week until now.
Yep.
Which is, I will go on record as saying, the most outlandish high school coverage possible. Do we do a Red Zone
maybe
channel?
in the country.
I'd love to think so.
Certainly in the state of Utah.
Well, not only that, now we're going to do an alternate broadcast of every game up at Rice-Eccles Stadium. So if you like the Manning cast on Monday nights, now you can go enjoy an alternate broadcast on KSLSports.com for all semifinals and championships. It'll be myself, Jeff Hansen, Dane Stewart, Moose Bingham will be with us on Thursday. On Friday, Riley Nelson, former Mr. Football, former Parade All-American, will join us on Friday for at least one game. And we're working on some other special guests potentially for the final 2 games.
I hope Riley, I don't know Riley well enough, but I've been going over Riley Nelson BYU highlights, and I've specifically been looking for lowlights to just kind of break it down with him. Everybody talks about the highlights. Let's talk about the ones that didn't go well.
Oh, we're going to talk about that too. So 1st and goal from the half-yard line. Latu to the left side, and the official says yes, he did get in. Touchdown, Kalesi Latu. He didn't run down, so no one was sure. Kind of just took on all the anticipation there.
Just a physical run. These Lehi running backs, that's what maybe the difference is with this year's Lehi team and others. Eka and Latu, just a physical run game for Ed Larson's team.
How about this? It was 7-3 Davis, and it's threatening to go a 17-point lead with 2.5 to go in the first half. Oh, high snap, did get it down. Fenn's kick is up and good. And again, had some contact down there. So 24-7 with 2:29 left in the half. You're watching the 6A quarterfinals on KSLSports.com. So welcome back in. Corner Canyon Lone Peak winner will take on the winner of this game. Corner Canyon now up 14 points. It was 14 all at the half.
Yeah, Lone Peak played well. They brought that defense. They always play corner well. But that corner team is so talented this year.
That's the thing. Go ahead and make it a game for a half. Can you do it for 4 quarters? I mean, even Bishop Gorman had troubles through 3 quarters.
Yeah. There is a lot of talent on that team this year.
What I want to say, they even got, why am I forgetting about our stud wide receiver that got hurt against Bishop Gorman?
Jerome Miles.
Yeah, Jerome Miles. I think even Jerome's back, I think.
Yeah.
Zion Final is back. He scored a touchdown last week.
Zion Final is playing on a torn, I think, ACL and MCL, and he's just muscling his way through.
There's a couple players in the state playing on no ACLs. You got a linebacker somewhere in the state. I don't want to give names because they could still be playing. That's playing with no ACL. He's played all season.
My goodness.
LR3, and so many guys. So they're going to dump it over the top. Here's Talbot. Talbot across the 25-yard line. He's spun down there by Carson Wren.
This is a big drive for Davis. They've got a little over 2 minutes left in the half. They've got to find a way to put points on the board, give themselves some confidence going into the locker room after 21 unanswered so far for Lehi.
They just have not been able to stretch out this defense. Throw to Gates. Cash across the 35-yard line for first down yardage. So give it to the 36.
You've got to give Lehi's defense a ton of credit. They've taken away Bodie Sparrow. I mean, we haven't said his name. He's a dynamic wide receiver, and Lehi's kind of made him a non-factor so far.
Bessinger looking for Sparrow. Fire it. Sparrow cannot hang on. Took a hit. Couldn't hold on to the football. And is there a flag on that far sideline?
Yes, I believe so.
Oh, there it is. A lot of guys walking in front of it, so we will have a penalty. DPI. So it'll be a first down to the 49-yard line.
Fabrizio in the right spot. Didn't get his head turned around, and that's an easy flag for the official. I don't think there was a ton of contact, but if you don't get your head turned around, that flag's going to be thrown 100% of the time.
Absolutely. I want to thank our guy Tino Psyche running the camera tonight. Jeff and I got the A crew.
We did. There's nobody better than Tino.
Tino's coloring is so money, and Kenzie running the system. We had other plans for Kenzie tonight. She's such a team player. Willing to audible at the last second. First and 10. Bessinger feeling the pressure, and Latu got him.
Latu scoring touchdowns on one end, getting sacks on the other. The closing speed by Latu. Wow.
That's why is it going in the backfield, too. They think he's Vaki for their team. So timeout taken by Davis. 1:29 left. We'll take it as well. You're watching the 6A quarterfinals on your online home for state championships, KSLSports.com. 1:29 left in the first half. We want to thank, well, look, we got big weeks coming up, but the only reason we're going to make it through is because of our friends at Igloo Outfitters, IGLUOutfitters.com. We'll be nice and toasty no matter what next week looks like.
It takes a special piece of clothing to keep me from whining, and the Igloo does just that. So you're welcome, Dusty, that I'll be in an Igloo.
You're right. Throw it over the top to Talbot. Talbot gets back the sack yardage and then some to the 46-yard line. Makes it a manageable third down.
Talbot showing off his own burst on that play. He got that screen pass, and he just burst upfield like he was shot out of a cannon. Makes this third manageable.
Yeah, I can confirm Jerome Miles is back. Just had a catch. They're going to fire that catch made. Gates can't slip the second tackle. And when that body's hit the floor and now a flag, I think this could be on Davis.
I think it could be. I don't know if there was something going on late that we couldn't see through the pile, but there was somebody that just got thrown down to the ground.
Someone got tossed out the club, and they may not have been asked to.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I've been thrown out of a few parties like that. You know, I just show up thinking I'm invited everywhere. Some people don't want me there.
You're an instigator, like Jerry Seinfeld.
I'm an instigator.
Yeah. We saw that at the end of the play. Andrew Waters is called for the personal foul penalty. But you saw a Lehigh player just absolutely go flying at the end of that play. Here's the other part. I think they said dead ball, right?
I believe so, yeah. That's a backbreaker of a penalty.
No, absolutely. Ed Larson wanted some clarification. Now he takes a timeout. So we got just over a minute left, or under a minute left. We'll be right back. You're watching the 6A quarterfinals. And welcome back in. Dusty Litster, Jeff Hansen, and Kenzie Valentine with you. Also want to thank our friends at Advanced Windows. Right now, still running their fall special, $2,000 off 10 windows or more, and also get 0% financing for 60 months. Go to AdvancedWindowsUSA.com. Windows manufactured in the state of Utah. Me I'm a manufacturer in the state of Utah, and I love that people who are from the state of Utah use me at Boulder Bag. So go support Advanced Windows. They make their own windows right here in the state. AdvancedWindowsUSA.com.
The penalty forces Davis to have to punt. And depending on where this goes, remember, it was an ugly punt last time.
Yeah. Got a good foot into this one. Will be taken at the 22-yard line by Fabrizio. Fabrizio won't slip that tackle, and down he goes. Lehi fans, or probably Davis fans, want a flag. They want a holding penalty on that one.
I think they're justified, especially after seeing the personal foul call just barely. That I don't think that call was after the whistle.
Yeah.
I think it was unnecessary roughness that didn't need to happen. You had a very similar play right there on the gunner. He just got thrown down to the ground by his shoulder pads. It wasn't like he got pancaked. So Davis sideline, they're up in arms, and I get it. I think they're justified on that one.
You know it was that way if Jeff was saying they're justified. Davis is
If
justified.
I'm saying Davis is justified, my goodness, the Clearfield Falcon in me, I think my GPA just went down. I'm not allowed to support them. They changed the records for things like that.
We're taking away championships.
Well, we didn't have any of those, so.
Nugo screen. Devon Eka got a flag on the play. And Eka dropped at the 32-yard line.
I think you're going to have receiver ineligible guys downfield. That screenplay took a while to develop. Oh, they got a hold.
On Rock Olson. Tommy Rock Olson, the son of Hans Olson. Listen to him on the KSL Sports Zone.
One of us? A brother.
One of us. I don't know if Dad is here. She could be out in West Virginia right now or in Pittsburgh.
Maybe we find a way to get him on the alternate broadcast.
Oh, we could do that. Fire it. Got a man. Makes the catch. What a ball from Jet New.
What a ball from Jet New. That was into double coverage right in the breadbasket. Man, and we're seeing a huge game from Isaiah Mama. He's all over the field.
Oh, Mama.
Remember, there's 16 seconds left in the game. Fenn just made a 55-yard field goal. That play, they're still a ways away from the end zone, but they only need a few yards to get into Fenn's field goal range.
1st and 10 at the 45. Jet feeling the pressure. Steps up, won't get away. The sack from number 91 of the Davis Stars, trying to fire up that crowd. Junie Moala.
Junie Moala with a physical takedown of Jet New. Lehi calls a timeout with 6.7 seconds to go.
That 0.7's a big deal.
We are counting tenths of a second just like we would a basketball game.
Hey, I tell you right now, Zach Wilson's spike on Sunday, it was like 0.7 seconds left that we were watching basketball.
I'm laughing here that the refs are fixing the clock to 10.5 seconds because of all of the other things that the refs are doing in a game. They were able to pinpoint the millisecond
that
the whistle was blown.
It's funny. Normally you say the back judge's job because the scoreboard's on the other end, but one of your officials is over the scoreboard. He's over the clock.
I don't care if his eyes never broke contact with the scoreboard. He's not counting milliseconds.
You got to come do some basketball games. I'll get on it, man. I get them. I promise you.
Well, kudos to them, I guess.
Yeah.
I have my doubts.
I'm spotting raccoons, man. I might be eating some onions, spotting dimes, but I get my tenths of seconds right.
They were mailboxes, you idiot. I didn't have the heart to tell you.
One of the greatest moments in TV history. Trips to the top of the screen. Mama near side. He's going to get me to sing Renegade. I can feel it. Renegade's coming. Looking for Madsen. Nice job of covering it. Now he goes backwards. Heads up play. Latu goes out of bounds. Because he can throw that anywhere. It doesn't matter if he's beyond the line of scrimmage or not. You want to know why they're getting the clock?
Yeah, we just learned. I don't even know if Ed Larson saw the end of that play before he turned around and looked at the scorecard and said, hey, you let an extra second run off the clock.
Gavin Fenn attempting a 61-yard field goal.
These are field goals I'm excited for.
This is Justin Sorensen territory. I called his record one against Jordan in 07. Good snap, got a good foot on it, and it's going to be just short. About 2 yards short. And that will do it for a first half of play. Lehi absolutely dominant in the second quarter. As we go to the break, it is Lehi 24, Davis 7. A winner moves on to the semifinals at Rice Eccles Stadium. You are watching KSL Sports Rewind's coverage of the 2023 6A State Championship Football Tournament on your online home for state championships, KSLSports.com. And welcome back to This Is the Place Stadium at Lehi High School. Dusty Litster, Jeff Hansen with you. Winner moves on to Rice Eccles Stadium and the reigning 5A champs. Jeff, that may have been the best second quarter they've had this season.
Yeah, without a question. 21 unanswered points in the second quarter. And dominating on the defensive side of the ball. Just an all-around impressive performance by Lehi.
So it is going to be Lehi with the football to open up the second half. Fabrizio and Madsen back deep for this kick from Finn Garf. And that goes through the end zone. And we'll bring it out to the 20-yard line. Jet New in the offense, Jeff, we mentioned it. The defense was great. But this offense really found its rhythm.
They really did, and it started with the running game. Both Latu and Eka, both of them got going. Just physical, overpowering run game. And when Davis has to key in on that, it really opens things up for Maze Madsen, for Grayson Brousseau, Jet New in the passing offense.
So Eka in the backfield. Two receivers near side. Mama, the outside receiver. Brousseau in motion, going to start on the ground with Devon Eka. Eka finds a seam. Man, you just think it's going to be a short gain, and Devon Eka able to bury his way out to the 27, maybe 28-yard line. It'll be second down and short.
It's a combination of his balance and his lower half. I mean, he never stops going, and he really does. Has a unique ability. Micah Beckstead last year could hit those tackles, break tackles, and keep going. You're seeing a lot of that same skill set from Eka, and it turns those 3-yard gains into 7-yard gains.
Second down and 2. Play action, New fires to the flat. Catch is made for the first down by Briggs Jensen. Oh, that's a Moore. Okay, Moore on the catch run. Caleb Moore. His brother was a very good wide receiver here at Lehi as well.
Very good.
Yeah.
Cade Moore, very, very good wide receiver at Lehi.
And it's been the golden age of Lehi athletics. Yet Ed Larson wins 3 state championships since 2017. The basketball team won a state championship. The baseball team's won a state championship. Softball team's been really good. The girls basketball team's been outstanding. So they go out to Maze Madsen, and Maze jitterbugs his way to the 38-yard line on first down.
I mean, it's only been 3 plays into the second half. There's still obviously a ton of time, but you can see with the way that this Lehi offense is going, it feels like the boa constrictor drive. I mean, they've got themselves wrapped around the Davis defense. They're up 24-3 or 24-7, excuse me, and now they're just kind of squeezing a little bit, making it a lot tighter for Davis.
Second and 5, fires complete. Slip a tackle, the 50. Inside the 40. Inside the 30, coming near side of the 20. To the 10. 5. Fumbled the football. Was it in play? It was to the 2-yard line. On the catch and run, Justice Cooper.
I think the refs are going to meet about this. From my angle, and we've got a terrible angle, that ball looked like it rolled into the end zone.
The ball was fumbled out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
Officials still conferring over this. One has to have a definitive look.
I mean, Briggs Jensen got down the field so quick, the sideline judge that you would have thought had the best angle, he wasn't down there to see it.
First and goal, Lehi. On the catch and run from Justice Cooper.
That's a 60-yard pass completion and another
big-time run. I don't know. I mean, it was tough to see from this angle. I don't know if Lehi caught a break there or not. But before the fumble, I mean, the catch, the run after the catch, what a special play.
Absolutely. Madsen, the near side receiver. Mama at the top of the screen. Grayson Brousseau in the H-back. Fake the pass to Latu. And Jet New got around the defender and into the end zone. And Lehi really putting it on now, 30-7.
Jet New, nothing there. Just athletic enough, have enough speed. I mean, there it is. That boa constrictor, it's a little bit tighter now. PAT obviously pending, but a 31-7 deficit in the third quarter. That's going to be a lot for Davis to overcome.
Did you watch Hard Knocks?
I did.
Right now it's the Eagle and the Hawk.
Yeah.
As Fenn puts that one through.
Just flying up and up and up.
Until they can't find the oxygen. 10:29 left in the third quarter. It's 31-7. The Pioneers look like they're going to punch their ticket to Rice-Eccles Stadium. Lehi looking to go back to Rice-Eccles for the third consecutive year. How about this for Lehi? Semifinal appearances 22-21, obviously, 19-17. 3 of those 4 trips resulted in championships.
And now doing it this year in their first year as a 6A school. This was a whole different path to get there.
The last time they got bumped up to the top classification, it did not go well for Lehi. Fake the reverse on this one, and Cooper nearly had the tackle. Oh, an absolute stick on the play. 34 on the stop. That is Tate Avina.
I mean, Traden Bessinger, he's going to be tested like he hasn't been tested all year. He has played composed, the sophomore quarterback, and he has led this Davis offense all year. This is, without question, the toughest test that he's going to face. He's a special player.
Yes,
I mean, if anybody's going to be able to get a team back into the game down 31-7, it's a guy like Bessinger.
First and 10. And they're going to start with a little screen, nothing much there to 80. That was Bodie Sparrow. So Corner Canyon has punched their ticket. They've been in the state championship every year since 2017.
I mean, that's a dynasty. I think that's what you call that.
Matter of fact, if I think back a little bit further, they've been there, so however many years that is. So that's 7 years. This is 8 out of 11 years the Corner Canyon's been in the semifinals.
That's a lot. It's a lot of years.
Going to roll near side. Still looking. Bessinger fires out of bounds. It'll be third down and long.
But this is where Lehi's defense has kept Davis, I mean, really all night in third and longs.
Made it hard. And they've had a couple of drives they moved it, but Lehi made some adjustments on defense. And that's the thing that I think most people miss on the Lehi stuff. I remember talking to Ed going into one of his years. I think it might have been 19 at the semifinals. And I said, hey, what do you think? He goes, hey, everyone thinks his offense. He's like, I have a great defense.
Yeah.
And that's kind of been his thing here at Lehi. Where we always think of the offense, he's always thought his defense has been better than the other unit.
No, and this year, this is a very aggressive defense. They're not just good in the secondary. You know, guys like Kadeon Sweat, I mean, they're good up front.
They screen it on third and long, and the defensive front comes up with a stop. That flag at the end of the play is on the stop was Alema Tamala.
Yeah, this is going to be a late hit on 18. They call it a late hit, an unnecessary roughness, something that's going to keep Davis's offense on the field.
After the play, dead ball, personal foul, unnecessary roughness.
Probably Brighton Pierce on the carry. This front has been there all night.
Well, yeah, that's what I was going to say, Dusty. That's been the adjustment. That first couple of drives early in the first quarter, Davis was able to get a little bit of running game going and then hit the edges on the pass game to Cash Gates. They've adjusted, and it is an aggressive defense. The front seven is all over the line of scrimmage for Lehi.
Looking to throw. Roll to his left. Fires complete along the sideline at the 41-yard line. Going to make it 3rd down and 3.
When Bessinger has a little bit of time, he doesn't need a ton. When he has a little bit of time, he's able to find Gates and Sparrow. He's able to move the ball downfield. That's really the question. Can they give him enough time to get Bessinger able to get back into this game?
3rd and 3. Fires complete to Cash Gates. Gates has a first down inside of Lehi territory at the 47-yard line.
What a cut upfield by Gates. He just about became a Lehi sandwich, and he just squirted his way out. He's like the mayonnaise right there. Just a little extra mayonnaise squirts out the back of the sandwich.
That's a good one.
That was him.
Unless you go to Jersey Mike's, and it's the cherry pepper relish.
That's true. Mike's way.
That is unreal. Bessinger dropped on the quarterback draw. Moala on the stop. Or Tamala, pardon me. Tamala.
I really like the play call. If Tamala doesn't make that play, I think Bessinger has some green in front of him. Great play by Tamala to blow that one up. That was a good play call by Davis. Just a better play, better individual effort by Tamala.
So 2nd down and 9 for Bessinger and this offense.
Tamala, earlier in the year, Dusty, gave us one of my favorite red zone moments. He had a Piesman moment, a big man touchdown.
That's right, it was Tamala. Did you see the one from this week? As Bessinger firing deep, got a man down there and does not hook up with him. There's a false pharmacy to the turf. But did you see the touchdown this week? We actually missed it on red zone. The big fella, Lapuaho at Alta.
Oh.
Did you see that one?
I did not see that one.
He got cut at the knees at the 5-yard line. He stayed on his feet and then got in the end zone on the toss.
Ballads from the big man.
I'll have to pull it up so you can see it at half. I was going to say that at halftime. We're already past halftime.
This is a big play for Davis. They've got to find a way to stay on the field. Remember, they got bailed out by a penalty on the last 3rd down, but here they are again, Dusty. It's 3rd and 9. These are not the situations that Davis wants to be in.
And I think Davis took a timeout. They did. There was 1 second on the play clock. And Coach Peary uses that timeout. We're going to take it as well. 3rd and 9 when we come back. You're watching the 6A quarterfinals on KSLSports.com. Bessinger goes screen to Gates. The screens have not worked tonight. Even with Cash Gates, gets maybe a yard to the 45-yard line, sets up a 4th and long.
Just a suffocating defensive effort. I mean, I keep talking about it, but, man, I could not be more impressed with the way that this Lehi defense adjusted mid-game, and their game plan since that adjustment has been nails.
I was shocked to see the punting unit thinking they were going to come on the field here. So 4th down and 8. I think the best part is they've read screen extremely well tonight.
Yeah, I mean, they've read everything extremely well.
So 4th down and 8. Bessinger pump it. Roll near side. Nobody open downfield. Just got it away. The pressure from Latu gets the ball out of his hands. And it's a turnover on downs. And Lehi will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Great play by Latu. He jumped up. He wasn't going to get to the quarterback, the pump fake. He jumped up to try to break up the pass. Bessinger pulled it back, got out of the pocket, and Latu just never stopped going. Able to didn't quite get the sack, but to force the pressure and get Lehi's offense back onto the field.
So 1st and 10, Jet New and the offense after the turnover on downs from their defense and empty set backfield. 3 to the top of the screen. Madsen in the slot near side with Mama on the outside. Jet, roll near side, scramble rules. Everybody came back to the ball, and he wisely throws it out of bounds.
Great coverage by the Davis secondary. Everybody was blanketed on that play. Just nowhere for Jet New to throw the ball.
So 2nd down and 10.
Dusty just showed me the Piesman moment from last week.
Yeah, it was last week.
It's a heck of a run.
It was a heck of a run. To take a ball, take the shot on the knees and keep it going, man. It's a pirouette on one foot.
It's a big boy spinning around in 360 degrees.
That's a dancing bear. Jet New fires complete. No, incomplete. Mr. Official was right there and says Moore did not hold on to it. 3rd down and 10.
Well, big play for the Davis defense here. 3rd and 10. They've got the Lehi offense where they want them. If they can find a way to force the offense off the field and get the ball back quick, maybe they got a shot. They can find their way back into this game.
The winner of this game going to take on Corner Canyon. Right now looking like a Lehi Corner Canyon game. Remember, Lehi beat Corner Canyon a year ago.
Yeah.
In a game which Corner Canyon had in hand.
Yeah. Yeah, Lehi won't be intimidated by Corner.
Jet fires. Oh, what a catch by Cooper. The man of the second half, Justice Cooper. The toe drag swag heading out of bounds.
My goodness, just a pretty catch. And once again, 3rd and long. Lehi doesn't blink. They convert on another 3rd and 10.
And let's be honest, this would not be PG football without a Cooper on the field.
No.
It's a long string, too.
Yeah.
Of how many? I mean, it's
Almost
all the same family,
long.
but yeah, it's all the brothers, dad, and then brothers, and then their kids, and oh my heavens. 1st and 10. Oh, catch is made by Devon Eka. He runs that Texas route out of the backfield, and Devon Eka has the 1st down.
I mean, there he goes again. Just a sophomore showing that he's more than just a physical runner. He can be a threat as a pass catcher. I don't know what more Devon Eka has to do. I mean, he's done everything tonight.
I believe Papa Eka is sitting just below us. He should be a proud man. This young man has got just a sophomore. We haven't shared that yet tonight. He's got a high ceiling.
I mean, that's what's crazy to think. Like, he's still got better football ahead of him.
Jet fires up the seam. Grayson Brousseau into the end zone. Touchdown. Double threes.
Pretty ball by Jet New. That's a Lehi special, that play. Just the tight end running up the seam. Jet New sees him, delivers a perfect pass. And I think the boa constrictor, he might be about as tight as he's going to get.
Yep. How do you beat quarters coverage sometimes? You run that, or even cover 3, all verts.
All verts.
Good hold, and Fenn puts it through the pipes. 5:29 left in the 3rd quarter, and it's all Lehi. You're watching the 6A quarterfinals on KSLSports.com, your online home for state championships. 5:29 left in the 3rd quarter, and Lehi, they're going to punch their ticket. I mean, we're not going to have to hide from it anymore. They're on their way to Rice-Eccles Stadium for the 3rd consecutive year, looking for 3 straight state championships. It is on the return from the goal line. Nothing there. Man, once again getting down there. That coverage team, outstanding. The 88 on the stop, Jeff.
Yeah, Cameron Wren.
So Cameron Wren with this.
Just a freshman. That was a big boy tackle.
Right. So those kickoff tackles, those are the best feelings almost in football. When you get a tackle on the kickoff team, because it is so hard. One, you're only told to stay in your lane, number 1. Number 2, to try to find the ball. And then number 3, actually tackle the guy.
Yeah.
It is really hard. It feels so good. Trying to block it up for Cash Gates. Cash makes a couple of... that's a pass interference for sure.
Yeah, good call.
Isaiah Mama going to get called for pass interference. You can make contact with the balls in the air, and that was clear ball out of hand. Not going to hurt. Up 38-7.
No, but it will hurt in film tomorrow. Yeah, I don't think Ed Larson's letting that slide.
The coach said, like, at least we got something to talk about.
Yeah, that's one where they're happy that they get to be mad. I think that's what happened there.
Said, don't give me a reason. I did it. So, his 1st down yardage on the penalty. So 1st and 10 for the Darts at the 34-yard line. Showing pressure off the edge. Well, he kept it. I thought Bessinger initially had it out off, and Bessinger with a 12-yard run on 1st down. So first down to 46.
Great run, great pull by the quarterback. He saw the seam, and he found that's a 12-yard gain. Maybe Davis's offense can find some life. They're just so talented. I mean, they are way more talented than 7 points in the third quarter. Lehi's played exceptional football. But at any moment, this Davis offense can get going. They've got playmakers all around.
Fires underneath. Bodie Sparrow fumbles it. And recovered by Lehi. Latu with the recovery, and it is Pioneer football. They're getting forward progress to the 44-yard line. And Sparrow had that ball come pop out of his hands, and Lehi takes over.
That good catch by Sparrow. I mean, that ball wasn't a perfect ball. He made a great catch and just loses control, bringing it in, trying to get upfield. And it's just been that kind of day for Lehi that when you're making plays and you're in the right spot all the time, sometimes that ball, it just always seemed to bounce your way.
They need to read the other score in this building. They need to read the score just across the freeway.
I think they're trying not to jinx the score across the freeway. I think is what's happening.
Here it goes. Hold on.
9, Skyridge 7, America Fort 21.
Oh, I was a little disappointed.
Yeah, I don't think they called enough attention to it. They got to ring the bell and then.
I'm so disappointed.
Then go with the score.
So disappointed. I was expecting. Through that door, kiddo. Go through that door. Here, hand that to him. Then go Devon Eka trying to find the edge, breaks the tackle. Has a carry on first down, 5 yards. Could have been a loss, ends up a 5-yard gain. Malala cleans that up.
I think that was the one thing we hadn't seen yet from Eka tonight was the stiff arm. That could have been a tackle for loss, but there was the stiff arm.
Yeah.
Throws it out of his bag of tricks, and there he goes again. Taking what could have been a loss for a lot of runners, and Eka turns it into a gain of 4 or 5.
Mackay Peterson. What a catch. It is 15-7 Pleasant Grove at Skyridge. The chance to go up 16-7. That game also on the Rewind Sports Network. Up the rail. Pardon me, it is over the middle to Mama. And Mama to the 26-yard line.
Isaiah Mama's had a good year. This has been a big game. The biggest game of the year for Mama.
Oh, Mama, I can feel from my life. You know that song.
I do know that song, and that's where we're at in the broadcast. Dusty starts singing Sticks, and that's how you know it's a 38-7 game.
I can't stand the Pittsburgh Steelers, but I love that that's a thing with Pittsburgh. I spell Steelers with an A. There you go, Devon Eka. That opened up, and Devon Eka still on his feet inside the 10, down to the 8-yard line, Devon Eka.
I'm out of things to say.
I remember that last year.
The play speaks for itself. I'm out of things to say about him.
There's a lot of fun things when you and I and Ed talked last year before that semifinal, and he goes, I got one of my favorite guys. I can't wait to use him tonight, Devon Eka.
Oh, my goodness.
Remember that? He was like, he's only a freshman, just wait.
Yep.
And here came Devon.
And he was right.
Absolutely. We haven't said this yet, 2 more years with him to find out how good he can get.
He's just a sophomore, folks.
Hiram Faber, number 3 at the top, 81, but the third receiver at the top of the screen. Pressure coming. Jet got away from it. Now Jet tucks. Jet runs. Jet scores. Touchdown. Jet New.
Jet New. That thing just opened up. My goodness.
Jet New.
I mean, we've run out of things, Dusty.
I am so impressed with this Pioneer team. I thought this game for sure was going to be a one-possession game at the end because how well Davis had been playing at the end of the year. We didn't take into account how good Lehi has played down at the end, the stretch of the season.
Well, and I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that Lehi has been up and down. I mean, they've had games that they've played exceptional on offense. They've had games that they've played great defense. But there haven't been very many games this year for Lehi, maybe 1 or 2, that they have put together a 4-quarter performance on both sides of the ball. They picked a good time to do it.
Well, think about it. Their 2 losses in the region are to the teams you would expect them to lose to, Skyridge and American Fort.
Right.
Their wins, they beat Westlake, expect that win. surprisingly beat Lone Peak. Lone Peak wasn't playing great at the time, but they beat Lone Peak. But then they went into PG on senior night, blackout night, and laid it to the Vikings.
That's true.
And so they're trending, man. They're heading right in the right direction.
And they've got talent. I mean, there was never a question about talent, but it's just so young, right? I mean, we talk about Eka. He's a sophomore, new. He's just a junior. I mean, they got young talent. I just don't know that we thought that they could do this right now, this year.
PG just picked off Jackson Stevens.
My goodness. Feels like we've seen that script before.
Well, remember, it was 21-7 Skyridge in the fourth quarter in that matchup 3 weeks ago. PG threatening to go up 23-7 at the half, by the way. That's still in the first half. That ball goes into the end zone.
I do have a complaint. I mean, the one thing that I just cannot get on board with Lehi, who rings the bell? It's not the guy who scores the touchdown. The PA announcer calls out a somebody. Sometimes it's an offensive lineman. I don't get it.
I think they kind of pick a guy that, hey, you may not get a lot of shines. Let's give you your chance.
But, I mean, I get that.
Okay.
But if I'm the coach, I don't want my offense paying attention to the PA guy. I don't know. Maybe you don't care. You're up 45-7.
Yeah, I think they tell him, hey, you got to wait till they get over to the bench. And now here's a big gain opportunity. Tyson Beggett. Beggett inside the 40, and Beggett ran out of bounds. Look at that little Beggett run inside the 35-yard line.
That was a heck of a play by Beggett to get upfield. He showed a lot of burst. Maybe that's what this Davis offense needs to find some rhythm, a big play.
I forget about our age difference. You don't remember Dave Meggett?
I do remember.
The prime time.
Yeah,
look at that little Meggett run.
I wasn't expecting it.
Fires complete. Baggett back-to-back plays. And Baggett, he avoids the, I can't even use the phrase we used to be able to say back in the day. A head knocker.
That was a head knocker.
7 yards, brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43.
Keep it on the ground. And a big gain inside the 20-yard line. It's a first down for the Davis offense for Owen Talbot.
I like what Davis is doing. I don't think they have a ton of choice but to go with tempo, but they're going with tempo. And maybe that's the answer, right? To keep that defensive front on their heels a little bit. Don't let them sub. Keep going fast. See if you can get them tired. It's working in this drive.
Messenger goes near side. Cash Gates slips the tackle to the 6. First and goal for Davis.
Physical catch by Cash Gates. I mean, he caught the ball. The defender was in his grill. He turned around and said, okay, let's go.
2-by-2 formation. Gates on the outside, near side. Sparrow the top of the screen, going to roll towards Sparrow. Now fires. That ball just getting out of play. Second and goal. I think they're telling coaches. I'm looking at Jason Jetson waving up at the top. I was trying to figure out what they were doing. Oh, they're telling me run the clock.
Yeah, I mean, it should be, right? I mean, it's 45-7. That should be.
Well, Jason can want it, but it's not until the white hat tells him to wind it.
Yeah. I mean, so for those who aren't familiar, it is. It's a running clock now. Lehi is up by 35+. So Davis is going to have to hurry.
Fire to the corner. Oh, what a catch. Cash Gates able to pull it in. Touchdown.
That was a
Davis.
heck of a catch.
What a catch. I love Cash Gates. I haven't hidden that.
Oh, my goodness. That was a heck of a catch. Good ball by Bessinger where only his receiver's going to get it. And with 3 purple shirts around him, he goes up, gets the ball, gets a toe down. It's a heck of a catch by Cash Gates.
That's where I wish we had replay. I almost wanted to bring a little replay button tonight, but it wasn't going to work out. Cash Gates with a great catch. You can see that in our top 5 plays.
Yeah, that was a big-time play.
So 6 seconds left in the third. The kick is up, and it is good.
So, excuse me, 5.9 seconds, Dusty. Don't you get rid of that tenth of a second. Telling me you got eagle eyes. Those tenths matter.
Just trying to make life a little easier. I'm going to be saying points tenths of seconds for the next while.
You got to get used to that.
But get this, so we'll get a little announcement on Reunite Sports Network. Right now we're signed with 6 schools to do basketball games. That's on the average of 20 games per school. To give you an idea how many basketball games we'll do just in the regular season. And then add 30 when we get to the state tournament. Well, that's just on state tournament week, so add about another 60 games in the state tournament for basketball.
It's a lot of games. It's a lot of basketball.
It's a ton of basketball. And we'll do a mid-season tournament. I think, now luckily, I will be out of town the week of Thanksgiving.
Luckily, he says. Luckily, I don't have to call those games.
We wrap up on the 17th for football. 18th, I'm on a plane. And then I have booked up everybody for that week of Thanksgiving. So the quick turnarounds for everybody else. And I planned it really well for everybody.
Yeah, well done.
Thank you.
It's almost as well as I've planned it.
Yeah?
I just don't do basketball. I get a break for 9 months.
I know. I keep asking to come do baseball. You claim to be this big baseball guy.
I am a big The problem with baseball is everything is in Utah County. Baseball is a South sport. You bring some of this baseball up north by me, I'm there.
It used to be a Lindquist every year.
It used to, and it was great.
Yeah.
Lindquist is a phenomenal facility.
It really is. But now the way they run it is one half gets BYU, the other half will UVU, then we merge rotating years over the championship games are. This next year will be at Larry H. Miller Field. If you haven't seen the game there yet, Jeff, I mean, it is unreal.
My last high school game was at Larry H. Miller Field.
I did call that. What am I doing? I was there.
You were there. We had a rain delay. We sat underneath that dugout for a long time.
There was a rain delay. You know what else it delayed? It delayed me being able to watch 24.
Oh, man, that was a big deal back then.
That was a huge deal.
DVR was still kind of sort of new. If you missed it, you missed it.
And we were staying in a hotel down there. Oh. So my old boss actually flew home on his plane. He had a private plane. Flew home, recorded it, and brought us a VHS tape so we could watch it because of how long that delay was.
We're old. We're talking about VHS tapes.
Old.
We are not young.
So start of the fourth quarter. We knew they were going to go quick as that pass is incomplete. The clock will continue to run. It's Dime Fromm. If I'm reading that right, 16. Oh, it's Cash Hollingshead. Cash Hollingshead, freshman quarterback.
I mean, it's always things are going well when your freshman quarterback is getting reps in the quarterfinals of the state playoffs.
Right. And I think he's still wearing 16, but it's got to be. Well, if not, it's Cannon Whitley.
Oh, there you go.
Maybe it's Whiteley. But Dane and I both love the old show Coach, and there was Bo Whitley on that show.
Yeah, whether it's Whitley or Whiteley, it's Whitley.
Yeah. So there's a lot of guys who are going to be in the game don't get their name called throughout the year. This is where, Jeff, they like to come back and rewatch this because they want to see their play. So we'll try to get those names out to you as they get the ball. This is coming off the field is Gavin Daly. Two receivers near side to the top of the screen. Going to throw. Whitley steps up, gets away from the pressure. Makes a move across the 25-yard line to the 27. And it'll be fourth down. And the punting unit will come on for Coach Larson.
Good play by the quarterback to feel that pressure, to step up in the pocket. It was an impressive run. Not quite enough for the first down, but looked good. They have an injured Dart on the field.
They got an injury there. While they're attending to him, we'll come right back. You're watching the 6A quarterfinals. Gavin Fenn going to punt this ball away. Fenn hit a 53-yard field goal to start this game.
Made us excited about field goals.
And fair caught at the 33-yard line, so Whitley and crew will leave the field, and out comes this Davis team. And I don't blame Davis. They're going to keep a lot of seniors on the field.
Yeah.
You try to mix some guys in here and there, but with the continuously running clock, I mean.
Makes it tough, but that's absolutely the right call, and you don't get this time back.
Nope.
So if you're a senior, you don't want to come off the field just because the scoreboard's not pretty.
We talked about it before. It's why I've had a hard time wanting to come back to Lehi. I mean, you never get it back. It's never the same afterward as going a little hole shot looking for Cash Gates. Man, I love that kid. Just love Cash Gates. To quote Bronco Mendenhall, I love all the loves to Cash Gates.
Yeah, I mean, that was an impressive catch. That was an impressive throw by Bessinger. Yeah. This is what we thought we would see from that Davis offense all night long. Bessinger's so good at the deep ball, and you kind of throw it up into anywhere. Cash Gates can go get it.
They're going to pitch it out. And on the run is 24, Josh Barker. And Barker has 9 on first down. So 2nd and 1.
Yeah, this Davis team isn't going anywhere.
No,
I mean, this is a young team that surprised a lot of people, not Patrick Carr, but surprised a lot of people in Region 1. And they're not going anywhere for a while.
Get that ball complete out to Baggett. Baggett gets out of bounds. I know we're still used to red zone. Skyridge is trailing 22-7. As PG just put another ball in the end zone.
My goodness.
That was the longest 30-yard drive I've ever seen. There was 8 penalties in that drive. As go looking for Gates. There's batting the ball away, and then there's what Fabrizio just did.
That was impressive. I mean, I'm looking at they're still going and chasing that ball. It made it all the way to the track. Hey, and with a running clock, that's a 20-second play right there. Got to go chase the ball now.
That was awesome. I mean, that was so awesome. So, 2nd down and 10. Over the middle, catch made. Gates got in. Touchdown. Cash Gates, his 2nd of the second half. And get in the end zone there for Davis.
Well, good for Cash Gates, and he earned that touchdown after the big play, that physical catch down the sideline that set Davis up. I mean, you got to appreciate the resolve. I mean, the Darts are not quitting. They're not giving up. And PAT pending here, but 45-21, they've made this a game. I mean, they've made it a respectable score. They're showing well.
Yeah.
A lot of credit to the Darts. A lot of teams would have just given up and gotten out of here.
As the kick is up and good. So 8:16 left. It's Lehi leading 45-21. You're watching the 6A quarterfinals on KSLSports.com. So welcome back in. Dusty Litster, Jeff Hansen. As Lehi going to be moving on to the semifinals, we mentioned the 3rd consecutive year under Coach Ed Larson. Onside kick for Davis. Looking for that 6th top. That patented 6th top, but this didn't happen.
Just didn't quite get there. Dusty, we talked about the freshman quarterback getting some reps. Things are going well when your freshman is playing. I was reminded by a certain Bonneville coach that doesn't always mean things are going well.
I was going to say something.
Sometimes it means that's the only guy who's healthy on the roster.
Nobody. I still got to tell you.
He played so well.
The biggest disappointment for him, as I shared on the broadcast, he didn't even get to walk the halls of the high school to get the love from the girls in the high school.
I know.
Now, he did get interviewed by Kenzie Valentine. I think he took it. Because that young man brought some swag to get that interview as Devon Eka got upended at the 36-yard line. Kenzie knows, because we talked about it on the way home.
Yeah, he was feeling good.
Her
about
dad
that.
even noticed. Her dad's like, that kid was ready for the interview.
He did. He hung around for a while. It took some time.
Yeah, he did.
He wasn't
made sure his hair was right. I mean, it was.
I mean, good for him. Lehi's brought the starters back in.
Send a message.
Of something.
Well, here's the thing. One more score from Davis and the clock would stop. Got to throw it. And incomplete. 3rd down.
I mean, okay, so the analytic guy in me here, you want to keep the clock running, you want to take time. Why don't you just chuck everything deep and give yourself an extra 10 seconds while they have to go get the ball and reset everything?
Well, you saw there, they stopped it on the miss or on the drop, and then it wasn't until the ball was set. So treating it like a first down.
Okay.
Now, here's the thing. I think there's guidelines within the clock rule, but it will be just like in basketball, the continuously running clock in basketball for me. They'll have some officials will stop the clock on free throws, where other officials are like, nope, we're out of here.
No,
just keep running it.
One of those no rules.
I guess, yeah. There's a guideline to it, and they can officiate how they want, I guess. As they're going to throw it for Brousseau, gets popped, and Grayson hangs on. Took a shot from number 31, Jace Talwa, Didn't matter for the big fella.
Jace Towla is a physical safety, one of the more physical safeties in the state. He brought the heat on that play. Grayson Brousseau holds on. Holy cow, what a catch.
Grayson Brousseau is going to be taking that shot from Katie and Sweat next year and their teammates again up at Utah State. Got to say, I love seeing Katie and Sweat come in and come say hi to us at halftime.
I feel like we earned a little bit of that scholarship.
Oh, man.
I mean, he earned the scholarship.
Oh, man, he got it. It was his work, but someone had to put pressure on people.
And we did.
Jet fire again. Grayson with the catch. Brousseau dropped at the 30-yard line.
Grayson Brousseau is so big, he feels like he's open every play. I mean, sometimes he is, but he's just so big that Jet can just put that ball high, and Grayson's the only one who's got to go up and get it. And in addition to being big, he's a pretty special athlete. I mean, his catch radius from the tight end spot.
And a good basketball player. He's a 3-year starter on the basketball team for Coach Quincy Lewis. He and Grayson actually played together. Or probably he and Jackson played together on the state championship team. As that ball, is caught by Mays.
Wow. Good hands. Strong hands on that ball.
He runs like Mays and he catches like Mays. And runs like Hayes.
Yeah. All of the above. D.
You might run like Mays, but you hit like your sister. That's the clean version from that.
That was the clean version.
PG may have just woke up Skyridge. They're going to try to go up 30-7 at the half. Just threw a pick six. There's Chet New. Play action. Fire over the middle behind his intended receiver. Looking for Cooper, and he lucky that ball was not picked up.
Lucky that ball was not picked. Off the deflection. Good ball by Jet New. He put it right where it needed to be, but pass break broken up by the Davis defender and nearly intercepted.
I think Ed's just taking his time here. Whitecap kind of started walking back. I was curious what he was going to administer, but didn't.
I mean, they're milking the clock here. It's a running clock. Don't stop the clock.
Such a weird concept in this day and age of football in Utah. As Jet, pressure comes, and Jet goes down. Towla again.
Jaden Towla, I mean, he's had a big game all game long. It's good to see him. Jordan Towla. Good to see him making those plays. Davis takes a timeout. That will stop the clock.
Will stop the clock, and it will send us to a break. You're watching the 6A quarterfinals on KSLSports.com. I love our experience at Lehi. This has been a much more positive experience until just now.
Oh, Mariah
Christmas
Carey?
music. No, I love Mariah Carey. No Christmas music till after Thanksgiving.
No,
the best
brother,
holiday
if you
in
don't
America.
celebrate the season, it'll just pass you by. It's always Christmas season.
Kenzie agrees with you.
Well,
What happened?
Kenzie and I know.
We're going to have a flag on the play. Catch made by Greenwood. By the way, I got to mention, had a great interaction with his parents. They told me to give Stick some love. His dad asked me if I needed to save some seats for my family, and I said no. And we moved on from there.
I mean, makes a lot of sense to me.
Yeah.
My family, frankly, gets annoyed when I mention that I'm on a broadcast, so no need to save seats for them.
No. So the holding on the Pioneers. And 10 yards from the previous spot. I did learn that Kenzie sings. I'm really, baffled by this. We've spent a lot of time in the car together and are driving for almost a year now.
Well, so we've got a lot of time on camera at Rice-Eccles Stadium. We got to fill it with something.
I'm telling you right now, she doesn't realize we just opened up a lot of fun. No Christmas music. No Christmas music.
No, I think exclusively Christmas music.
I guess you can have the one thing that bugs me and the one thing that bugs Jeff. So come in your Utah sweater and see Christmas music to balance out. The catch is made. Fair caught at the 14-yard line.
Far be it for me to be impressed by a punt,
Yeah.
but Fed's punts are like college-level punts.
Yeah.
They touch the moon. Diamond hands to the moon.
To the moon, Alice. It's impressive because I thought about all the things that have changed in the state. That's one of them, the kick game. I remember Riley Stevenson was the only kid I saw all year in 05 that kicked the ball through the back of the end zone.
Yeah.
And it blew my mind that they came in the 3A game. As Cash was making moves before he caught that ball. And
I think Moose Bingham's going to want to try to take some of the credit for the kicking in the state of Utah.
I'm very sure he is.
And maybe he deserves it, but we're not going to give it to him.
Oh, no. He can ask for anything he wants.
Yeah.
I mean, with my old sales adage, if you don't ask, they can't say yes. But, I mean, I did call a region championship kick from Moose Bingham. I was there for two of them. I called one of them. Dane interviewed him after, matter of fact.
I forget how old you two are. You've been doing this for a long time.
My 19th year.
Holy moly.
2005 was our first season. I was a young buck then. There's a fire. Intercepted! Fabrizio takes it in for the touchdown.
He has been so close all night long. There it is. He gets the pick. And this place is going bonkers. They know. I mean, they've known, but now they know. 2.5 minutes left. They know what's happening.
And with a name like Fabrizio, you are born to break hearts. Just like in The Godfather, Fabrizio broke Michael's heart. He does it here as Lehi completely slams the door on Davis.
Yeah.
Door was closed, but now they just decided to kick it.
They put the deadbolt in now. Yeah.
Good snap, and the kick is good. So 52-21 off the pick six from Fabrizio, Boston Fabrizio. And it has been and continues to be all Lehi.
Yeah, I mean, I cannot be more impressed with what we've seen from the Lehi Pioneers tonight. Like we've said it a couple of times tonight. The talent has always been there, but they're young. They've been a little up and down, a little inconsistent. We haven't seen very many games. We've seen some. Certainly Pleasant Grove was one. But very many games where they have played clean, consistent football on both sides of the ball for 4 quarters.
Yeah.
I don't know what they could have done differently tonight. They've done everything well.
And everything. And the crazy thing for Lehi is their reward. Now, granted, you're going to have to beat them somewhere along the line, is you're going to play Corner Canyon.
Yeah.
Isaac Wilson's going to be up for that game because what happened a year ago, that team will be up for it, and so will Lehi. It's a long 48 minutes if you're going to go get the big upset.
Yeah.
But I think if there's a coach that's ready to do it or willing to take it on, it's Ed.
Well, and that's what I was going to say. You're going to get maybe certainly the 2 most decorated head coaches, I think, at this point in the state of Utah, and Eric Kerr and Ed Larson. Maybe the 2 best offensive minds. I mean, it's going to be it's a juggernaut. It's a heavyweight match. It's what you want to see at the semifinals.
Well, the fun thing is that matchup is you think of the great offensive minds in the state of Utah. I mean, Mike Favero always gets forgotten, the coach, legendary coach up at Logan, because he changed the state of Utah.
Yeah.
Because he was like, hey, my best player is my running back. Forget it. I'm running my offense, and he's going to take the snaps.
Yeah.
And I'm going to teach him how to throw the football.
Right.
And then Eric Kerr came down to go coach at Jordan. Alex Jacobson wanted to run the option, and Eric was like, no. If I'm going to run this offense, I want to run my offense. So Alex led him, and it was the spread. And Jordan had a lot of fun teams. They kind of got going, and Ed was a West Coast guy, learned under Lavelle Edwards, had been in college, and he put it in the shotgun.
6 yards on the play.
Chase Towla on the catch. Oh, Max Martineau. Got to be a Nick family member. We get out to the 35-yard line.
Getting a little run at the quarterback spot.
Yeah. Oh, you want to know a fun fact?
I'm ready for your fun fact.
Nick Martineau played basketball at BYU, was a point guard at Davis. He was the quarterback at Davis.
I remember. I was at Clearfield when Nick Martineau was doing Nick Martineau things. And suffice to say, I didn't really like Nick Martineau because he broke my heart many times. And the sad part about it is I don't think he really thought about my heart at all.
No. You know who else didn't think about your heart at the same time? Brian Green. I think Brian Green thought about a lot of things.
Yeah.
I love that kid.
Yeah. Just crushing dreams, breaking souls.
Stratton McCausland, Brady Hurst. That was a good 5 at Davis for Jay Welk. As catch made and now go inside of Davis territory.
Like we said, Davis isn't going anywhere. This is a young team. They surprised people. Maybe they got here a year early in Region 1. But they are a team that, assuming they're able to keep this group together, and I think they will. Davis, we've talked about it on our alternate broadcast a few weeks ago.
Mardo with the hose. Oh, what a catch inside the 15-yard line. And that's number 80, Ryder Stringham.
Great ball by Martineau.
Yeah.
Good moment, cool moment for him.
Promise you, Nick did not get to throw the ball like that. Coach Bishop was not allowing it. Fires too tall. And Ryan Bishop wasn't about to put. He wanted Hershey to run the football. Oh, he didn't get tested his intestinal fortitude.
Yeah. But yeah, Davis. I mean, they're going to be here again. We're going to talk about them a lot next year. There's no question about it.
So timeout on the field. We'll take it as well. Be right back. Welcome back in. And just because it's a game that's over, 7 seconds left, last play of the game. Martineau fires. Oh, got tipped. And they say stop the clock. And
they don't.
They ran through the red light. Lehi goes back to Rice-Eccles Stadium with a 52-21 win over Davis. They get them both games. They bookend the season with wins over Davis.
Yeah, I mean these Davis players, they're gonna have the same feelings about this field that you do.
Yep.
And really about Lehi in general. The only 2 losses all year, both to Lehi.
Yeah.
But great season for Davis. They are going to be back here next year. They have a great core, and Bodie Sparrow and Trayden Bessinger. They've still got a Towla that's in the program. I mean, they are a young team. They will be back here next year. We will be talking about the Davis Darts.
100%.
But tonight, it's all Lehi.
Lehi was super impressive. Jet New was the first time I got to see him in person. Thought Jet was terrific. Devon Eka was outstanding as well. And how about Grayson Brousseau? Got things going offensively.
Yeah, I mean, as well-rounded as any offense in the state. I mean, when you have a big tight end in Brousseau, you've got the running game with Eka and Latu, and then you've got a quarterback like New who can deliver the ball. They're well-rounded. They're going to be tough to defend, but they are going up against a buzzsaw next week at Corner Canyon.
Well, certainly. Before we wrap things up, how about a Heidemann Associates player of the game?
For me, it's Eka. Devon Eka, he really set the tone in this game. There were a lot of players who had great box scores, great games, but Devon Eka really got this Lehi offense going. Remember, they were down. It was 7-3. Yeah. And then Eka got rolling, and Lehi, they got rolling.
They certainly did. Devon Eka, our Heidemann Associates player of the game. Again, our final score, Lehi 52, Davis 21. The Lehi Pioneers go back to Rice-Eccles Stadium. I want to remind you that Thursday at 10 a.m. we'll have our hour-long pregame show, and then again on Friday at 10 a.m., but we'll have our alternate broadcast for all 6 games up at Rice-Eccles Stadium. Come join us. It'll be myself, Jeff Hansen, Dane Stewart, Moose Bingham on Thursday. On Friday, Moose will have a day off. We'll bring in Riley Nelson for the first game. We're going to have an absolute blast. Rewind's got you covered up at Rice-Eccles Stadium. For Tino Psyche, Kenzie Valentine, who now knows how to sing, Jeff Hansen, I'm Dusty Lister. Thanks for joining us for watching KSL Sports Rewind's coverage of the 2023 6A State Championship Football Tournament on KSLSports.com, your online home for state championships. See you at Rice-Eccles Stadium.